everybody, it's Kyle. It is bright and shiny on a Saturday morning at the butt crack of dawn. So you know what that means. It is record store day. Oh, man. It was tough getting up this morning. But, got a mission, so got to achieve that. Yeah, crazy. So, looking for brand new heavies. I mean, that's the number one thing that I'm really interested in here today. The Who, It's Hard. I'm interested in that also. I think if I couldn't get brand new heavies, I would be interested in getting The Who. But that would be my first Who album, actually. I haven't always been the biggest fan of The Who. But if you stop and think about all of their music, boy, they're quite a band. They're quite a group. They really have contributed quite a bit to the history of, pop rock. So, not pop rocks, rock and pop music. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I hear them so much on the radio and stuff like that. The main hit off of the album, It's Hard, though, is Eminence Front, which I've got a soft spot for that one. I like that. I like that song a lot. And I'm not sure exactly why, because they adapted to the times when they put out that song. It has a very 80s flavor to it. I don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not really sure why it is that I'm fascinated with that song, but I am. So, I don't know. I don't know what the rest of that album's like. I haven't really taken the time to go listen to it to see. But I could be interested in that one. And then the other thing is, just a wild card situation where I might just pick up something I don't know that has been re-released or whatever. That might be interesting to me. I would, of course, love to find the brand new heavies. I like that album a lot. I did listen to it again this last weekend, and I dig it, man. I'll be interested to get that one if I can. And again, it was supposed to come out on the April record store day. I think it was April 13th. I can't remember exactly, but I think that was what it was. It was supposed to come out for that, and so it was kind of a big bad bummer that it didn't. But my understanding is, they're trying to press all these records to get them out for record store day, and sometimes they just don't get them out in time. Tesla, Mechanical Resonance, that's one of those. As a matter of fact, I don't think they ever even ended up releasing that on a record store day. They just released it. And so that was kind of a bummer. I would still be interested in getting that record, to be honest with you. I don't know. We'll have to see what they've got here today. I haven't really researched much else on the list, so brand new heavies is probably going to be it for me. But I will let you guys know. I'll do a second part of this as soon as I get back into the car with whatever it is that I've scored. I appreciate you guys listening, but I'm going to give you a break. I'm not going to make you listen to me eat this Quick Trip sausage, egg, and cheese croissant and drink my giant Red Bull that I needed to get up. I'm going to take it easy on you. You're not going to have to deal with that. And I'll be back after the break with some information on what I ended up grabbing. Let me throw it over to Kyle real quick. Hey, Kyle. All right, I'm back. So, they have a brand new Heavies album. And actually, I was talking about it enough There was a guy behind me in line that ended up buying a copy too. I said, dude, you'll love it, man. It's fusion with kind of funk and jazz and hip hop. I mean, you really can't lose, right? So I'm excited. I got that one. And it was reasonable. That's what's crazy. The prices were pretty reasonable this record store day. Usually everything would have been like $5 more than it was. I want to say that Brand New Heavy's album was like $22 or something. And then I was looking at the Who, It's Hard. Boy. Sorry about that. I just don't know. I just can't. I couldn't buy it. It just wasn't something that I'm interested enough in. And that one was high, man. That one was like $40. So I just couldn't convince myself to do it. What I did pick up was a total wild card. I had no intention of getting, but I think I had seen it once on the list, and I was like, that looks interesting. And there was one copy left, and it's called Panama's Soul Gems. So Soul Gems from Panama. It looks really interesting, man. And that one was like 30, but I don't know. I'm interested in it. I dig that old, 60s, 70s soul sound. I've talked to you guys so many times about that Soul Slabs record from Coal Mine Records, I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I think I got number 3. There's a 2 and a 1 that are pretty hard to find, but I like that kind of music, man, kind of unknown soul music. So we'll see how that one goes. On Record Store Day this year, of course, it's a little different, but everybody waiting in line were fathers the day before Father's Day. It was kind of funny. I mean, I pulled up and I was the 8th person in line, and there was nobody really there. The guys weren't even there yet, and they haven't even gone in and started putting everything around in the store. So way less stressful than last time, definitely. And kind of a fun vibe. We were all just kind of hanging out, talking, telling some war stories about concerts. This one dude had some great stories about Motley Crue when he saw him once. But yeah, it was a real fun deal. I mean, this is the kind of record store day that I was used to really before. The last couple have just been so hectic and madness. I mean, I am all for Taylor Swift putting out records. I'm all for kids getting into records, It was just a nightmare is the problem. And I know there was a guy behind us, actually. He was there with his daughter. And he talked about how he came to the last one specifically to get a copy of that Taylor Swift record for his daughter. And he said he stayed there almost all night before in order to get one. But he did get one. So I get it. I understand that. And I want to get kids into it because it's, like I've told you guys before, as far as vinyl goes, it's just so different in that you can hold this material and look through all of the images and the lyrics and, not on every record. Some are just a straight up record inside the sleeve, but on some of them there's all kinds of cool stuff inside. And even if there's not, usually the cover is something special to take a look at. And so I get wanting to get kids into that. I totally understand it. I tried to get my kids into it. I mean, my son was really into a bunch of different things, but Yes was one of them, which you can buy Yes records anywhere, dude. But so he ended up with about 6 or 7 of those, and he really likes Yes. And I'm talking about some odd Yes albums. One of his favorites was Relayer, which when he told me that he wanted that album, I was kind of surprised because they're barely singing on that one. It reminds me of Metal Machine Music by Lou Reed. If you've never heard that one, go give that a little listen on Spotify. Um, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they got to figure something out because that was madness last time. I'm just going to keep going where I go, which is Vinyl Underground and Seventh Heaven over here off Truce. And that crowd, I like that crowd. It's cool people just hanging out, people that are into records. And I'll tell you, I walked out with 2. I think the most I've ever walked out with was when I bought that Gorillaz box set. But I can tell you this, almost everybody else in line is holding a minimum of 5. Some guys are just, they can't even carry them all. They're buying all of them. And I'm not like that, man. I'm pretty picky on what I buy because what I buy I'm going to listen to, and I'm sure these guys are too. I mean, there's always going to be some people that are going in there to buy and they're going to turn around and resell it, right? I mean, that's how I ended up getting that Bone Thugs and Harmony record, because they didn't have it when I went to Record Store Day and I couldn't find it, and then I finally got a copy on Discogs from a guy, and I think he charged like another $10, but he included shipping. And yeah, I was happy to get it, but a lot of people are doing that out there, man. And to me, it's just not worth the trouble for 10 extra bucks. But for some people, it is. I'm buying records, and I'm not collecting records. I'm buying records to listen to. That's what I'm into. And some people are different, you know. I get it. I understand. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I know I've bought several of those that are worth good money, but I would never sell them because I love listening to records too much. Yeah, I know. I'm going off on a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with what I got. But I'm excited. I'm happy. I can't wait to spin this brand new Heavy Rhyme Experience Volume 1. Can't wait. And I'm really super jazzed to listen to the Soul Gems from Panama. That's going to be awesome. It's a bunch of different soul artists from Panama, and I bet you there's some pretty amazing shit in there. I'd almost guarantee it. I guarantee there'll be multiple tracks in there where I'm like, oh wow, this is awesome. So I'm excited for that that wild card. I just wasn't planning on getting anything else. Really, all I came for was brand new heavies. And I did look through that, at the end, after you go through all the records that are out just for today, or released today, at the end they have a bunch of different markdowns, and then they have some other Record Store Day records from the past, and then they have a lot of foreign print records. Like they had every Blind Melon album, okay? I don't even think Nico was ever printed on vinyl. I don't know. I have to go look, but I'm pretty sure. But they had it, and they had Soup, and I mean, you can find the very first album everywhere, but Soup and Nico are pretty hard to come by. So I picked up Soup, and man, I had it in my hands. I was looking at it really hard, but I'm just leery of those foreign titles. I only have a couple of them. One of them is Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love, and it's pretty good. I mean, it has some extra tracks on the B-side, which I don't know about, but I mean, it's got every track that was on the original, but then on side B, they threw on like 3 extra tracks, maybe some live stuff. So it's kind of cool, but what I really would want is the original record or a reprint, overseen by the band, that kind of thing, or the producers. So you really got to watch out for those foreign ones. And a guy pointed something out to me today, too, that I didn't know. But if you're ever looking at some of those foreign reprints, because they're just not putting it out in the United States, which happens, and, if you go on Discogs, I've always had good luck on Discogs. I had bad luck one time. I had a bad situation. But that's all right. But I've talked to a lot of people, and they've had a lot of bad luck on there. But if you're looking at those foreign reprints, because you can't find a record anywhere else, if it has kind of a call sticker on the front, like any type of sticker advertising it, like, half speed master or 150 or 180 gram master, that kind of thing, or mastered from the original tapes. If it has anything like that on it, an actual sticker on the outside, it's legit. That's what he told me. He told me that what he's noticed is buying some of these over the years, the ones that have that extra step on the outside of it, so that little sticker on the outside of the plastic wrap, those ones usually, they've actually really taken care to correctly master the vinyl. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I might go back and get those Blind Melon records, or I might ask April for those for Christmas or something like that. Because I love Blind Melon, man. And I would love to have those for sure. But I'm very excited with what I got today. I appreciate you guys listening. This special report is it for this week. I'm not going to have a new episode. Have kind of a week off, and then I'll be back probably with some really wild, exciting news. Not this coming week, but the week after that. So hang on. Keep listening. Keep rocking. Spin some records, man. Chill out. It's hot as hell outside in the Midwest. But it's a good day because it's a nice, bright, sunny day outside. So that's all I got. Oh, yeah. Get off my lawn.